Hello, and welcome to another episode of Education by Spencer. Today we'll be covering TEK 62C, and we'll be focusing on locating rational numbers on a number line. Now today we have a set of rational numbers, and we're going to label all our rational numbers A, B, C, and D, and we're going to convert our rational numbers to decimals. The first number we're going to label as A. Let me try that again. There we go. Our first number is labeled as A, which is 48 4/10. Our next one will be 48 1/2, 48 9/100, and 48 3/5 or 48 6/10. Now, we're going to count the tick marks on the number line between the whole numbers to figure out the intervals. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. It takes me 10 intervals to get from 48 to 49. Now let's mark the distance between each interval on the number line. So this would be equivalent to 1/10, 2/10, 3/10, 4/10, 5/10, 6/10, 7/10, 8/10, 9/10, 100. So each one of these, if we were to put these in decimal form, would be only a tenth of a whole. So each one of these is basically representing 10 marks between each interval. So here I'm at 20, here I'm at 30, here I'm at 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Now, let's place each rational number on the number line according to the intervals. Okay, so for A, I have 48 4/10. So I'm going to go over 1, 2, 3, 4. I am at 4/10, and I'm going to place a dot or a point at 4/10. Now I'm going to go to B. B is 48 1/2. We know that 1/2 is also represented as 5/10, and I'm going to place a point for B. I'm going to go to C. C is 48 9/100. That's, y'all, almost equivalent to $48.09. So it will be slightly less than 1/10. Our last one is 48 3/5. 48 3/5 is equivalent to 48 6/10. So we will place a point here at 48 6/10. Now, label each rational number on the number line exactly the same as in the problem. So we have 48 4/10 as A, 48 1/2 as B. So let's do the exact same thing down here. All right, so 48 1/2 is going to be A right here. 48 4/10 is going to be A. B is going to be 48 1/2. C is going to be 48 9/100. And D is going to be 48 6/10. Oops, excuse me, wrong location. Now, determine which letter is the closest in value. That would be the rational number the closest to the value. So what number is the closest to 49? So when we look at our rational numbers, we're going left to right because we're going greater, okay? And we see that 48, the closest number to 48 is C. So when we go to the greatest, which is 49, our closest rational number to 49 would be D. So y'all, I want you to understand that if you follow these rules and you follow these steps, it's very easy to get the problem right. You just have to follow direction. Sorry for taking up so much of your time. I want to make sure you understood the problem. Hey, I'll see you at the next one. Get out of here, man.